The gunfire is deafening. Explosions shake the ground. You're trapped behind enemy lines, cut off from reinforcements with no way to call for help. The soldiers around you are starving, wounded, running out of ammunition. And worst of all, your own artillery is raining shells down on your position. Your only hope? A single bird, a pigeon no bigger than your hand, carrying a desperate message. As soon as she takes off, enemy rifles snap to the sky. They know if this one pigeon reaches American lines, it could change everything. A bullet rips through her chest, another shatters her leg, but she keeps flying. This isn't just a legend. This is the true story of Cher Ami, the war pigeon that saved nearly 200 men and helped turn the tide of World War I. And to understand how this tiny hero came to be, we have to go back to the brutal battlefields of 1918. As we dive into the tale of Cher Ami, the brave World War I pigeon who made a lasting impact, it reminds us that even in times of struggle, small changes can lead to big results. Just like Cher Ami's courage, we too can make positive changes in our lives. If you're like many people, you might be concerned about the quality of meat you find at your local grocery store. Hormones, steroids, chlorine baths, and who knows what else could be in that meat. And you won't always know where it comes from. That's why I'm excited to share Morphed Mentality Group, available on whop.com. A platform designed to bring clarity and wellness into your life by providing knowledge and tools for making better choices in areas like diet, fitness, and mental health. With resources like personalized nutrition plans, mental health support, and guidance on self-improvement, Morphed Mentality Group helps you transform your lifestyle for the better, physically and mentally. They offer a variety of unique content, including expert insights into how food affects mental clarity and emotional balance, helping you build a healthier mindset from the inside out. Whether you're looking to change your diet, improve your fitness, or elevate your mental health, Morphed Mentality Group has got you covered. So scroll down, click the link below, and check out Morphed Mentality Group on whop.com to get started on your own journey toward a better you. The year was 1918, and World War I was at a crucial turning point. The war had raged on for over 4 years, leaving Europe devastated. Millions of soldiers had lost their lives, and the battlefronts were defined by brutal trench warfare, where opposing forces fought from deeply dug trenches, separated by a deadly stretch of land called no man's land. At this stage, the Allies, comprising the United States, Britain, France, and other nations, were making a final push to break through German lines in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. This was the largest military campaign in American history at the time, involving over 1 million American soldiers. The goal? To drive the Germans out of France and force them to surrender. However, this wasn't easy. The terrain was dense with forests and hills, making communication difficult. Troops often advanced ahead of their lines without realizing how dangerously exposed they were. One such group, known as the Lost Battalion, found themselves in a dire situation that would lead to one of the most remarkable moments in history. Major Charles Whittlesey and nearly American soldiers of the TH Division pushed deep into enemy territory. They believed they had support on their flanks, but as they moved forward, they realized they were completely alone, cut off from reinforcements, supplies, and any means of communication. To make matters worse, the Germans quickly surrounded them, trapping them in a steep ravine. With no way to call for help, they resorted to carrier pigeons, small but highly trained birds used in wartime, to deliver crucial messages. Each message they sent carried the desperate plea for reinforcements. But one by one, the pigeons they released were shot down by German soldiers who knew exactly what was at stake. The battalion was also facing a nightmare scenario. Their own artillery had no idea they were behind enemy lines and had begun shelling their position. As hope dwindled and casualties mounted, they had one pigeon left, a small bird named Cher Ami. Tied to her tiny leg was a message containing their last hope for survival. "We are along the road parallel to 276.4. Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it." The moment Cher Ami was released, German soldiers took aim. They knew if this pigeon reached the American lines, the lost battalion might escape. Bullets filled the air, and Cher Ami was hit. A bullet tore through her chest, blinding her in one eye. Another ripped through her leg, nearly severing it. Despite her injuries, she kept flying. She covered 25 miles in just over 30 minutes, finally reaching the American headquarters. When soldiers found her, she was barely alive, her leg hanging on by a thread, but she still clutched the tiny capsule containing the life-saving message. Upon reading the note, American commanders realized their mistake and immediately halted the artillery barrage. Reinforcements were sent, and against all odds, 194 soldiers were saved. Had Cher Ami not completed her mission, the entire battalion might have been lost. After her heroic flight, Cher Ami was treated by army medics who worked to save her life. They amputated her shattered leg and even fashioned a tiny wooden replacement. Despite her injuries, she became a symbol of courage and sacrifice. She was awarded the French Croix de Guerre, one of France's highest military honors, for her bravery. After the war, she was brought back to the United States, where she lived as a celebrated hero until her passing in 1919. Today, her preserved body is on display at the Smithsonian Institution, a lasting tribute to her bravery. Cher Ami's heroic flight wasn't just about saving one battalion, it had a ripple effect on the entire war effort. The Meuse-Argonne offensive was crucial in weakening German forces, and the survival of the lost battalion ensured the Allies maintained their momentum in this final push. By preventing a tragic friendly fire incident, Cher Ami played a part in keeping American morale high. The offensive ultimately forced Germany into retreat, leading to the signing of the armistice on November 11, 1918, just weeks after Cher Ami's flight. While many factors contributed to the war's end, her contribution was a testament to how even the smallest act of bravery can help shape history. Her story teaches us invaluable lessons. Determination against all odds, Cher Ami refused to give up despite devastating injuries. Courage comes in all forms, sometimes from the smallest heroes, and persistence, even when wounded, can change the course of history. One act of bravery can alter the fate of many. If you enjoyed this tale of animal wisdom, make sure to subscribe for more incredible stories from the animal kingdom. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wisdom of nature.